Now it's it. Now it's on. Now it's on.
It's on?
Yeah,
hello,
it's on.
Hello, testing.
Hello. We actually have no idea for this podcast. What do you want to name it? No.
The L platers.
The old platers. Wait, that's not bad.
It's
okay.
not platers, like I
What do
think
you
that's like a colloquial term for Australia, right? Like L platers, but
L platers,
something
yeah.
L, but because like we're all just 3 L's, you know? Like
Yeah, all
walking
three
L's.
L's. Yeah, walking L's. Okay.
The
What do you
L,
think?
L's.
What do you think?
the walking L's.
I was thinking all the talk. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like all talk. Like you know, because we're just talking. Like, you know, it's like you're all talk, no bite.
Yeah.
Like the proverb.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I was thinking. Like
That's a big gay, I can't lie.
that's big gay. That's I mean, it's whatever.
Alright,
Yeah.
sure.
Fine, sure. Yeah.
At least
I'm not hurt by that. I'm not hurt by that
At
at
least
all.
you thought about something gay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
all I got.
No, I'm not.
I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm not hurt by that at all.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens.
Name pending, bro. Our name should
Name
name pending.
Name pending.
No, I thought about. So I think I thought about another one. I forgot about it completely because the L platers they just took on mine because
L platers is not a bad idea.
We're all L platers except Times was L plater as well. He's recently switched up. Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I switched up.
Nah, Southern Cat, bro. It's been like 2 months. Not 9 months. Yeah.
Painted over the L plate.
Oh gosh.
Marker.
What else could we think of? 'Cause
What names? I have no idea.
we
I
have
think
some things in common.
For now, if we just keep thinking about it, something will pop up. Like we don't have to. I don't think we should be like, okay, we need a name right now. Otherwise, we can't do anything with it. Like I guess you can't really upload the clips to an actual like account with the name on it, but
Yeah, right. I get
you can
that.
just set the stuff up, like get the clips and like just have some experience in talking.
Yeah.
And like figure out lighting and camera angles and like actual equipment, and eventually we'll get to it.
Okay. Right.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. The name.
Again, should be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. All right. All right.
It's
So
like the best thing is like just going at it, like just actually doing an episode or like just actually sitting down and having a chat and
yeah, and see
seeing
where
how
it
it
leads from
goes,
there.
like how you feel about it and what
Yeah.
topics you can talk about, how
Yeah.
to engage the audience or like engage
Yeah.
each other, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Do
got you.
not engage like that.
For the people, for the people watching
It
it,
won't happen,
for
it
the
won't
parents, I'll just be living a shit ton of I'm not part of it. Please, what happened to decency in this country? You know what I mean?
Nobody needs
Yeah.
in this country.
It's free country though. But like, no.
Is it free? I don't know if we're free. Like we don't have
I
free
don't have
speech.
free. Yeah, we
I'm
don't have
pretty,
free
like
speech.
I remember we don't have free speech.
Tamsin is on the take pill, guys. He's 100%.
Brokey, women should get on their knees and suck my dick right now. Back in Romania, just 1 cent, I could get tens and thousands of women. Buy my course now. Link in description.
What's
Card
that?
up there.
Clip that. Give me your bank details, your social security number, everything. Give me your house, give me your wife, your kids.
I'll take your wife.
Especially-
kids? Not yet.
Not the kids, no, never. I don't want little G. That's what he
Tom
calls.
G.
That's what he calls kids. You know that, right? Little G. Yeah.
Lil G.
Yeah. There was this video of of him on a podcast, and he was like,
crazy.
"Oh, what a crazy video, right?"
Bro,
100 years later, 60% of the population is little G's.
Yeah, honestly, like if
Genghis Khan
if
2.0.
Genghis Khan route, like maybe Genghis Khan was the first top G, you know? Like,
Unironically, yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna sleep with as many women as I can,
Yeah.
and he did.
Yeah.
He said he had a vision.
He really
was
took no
hit
for an
high,
answer.
And he took over the world. Yeah, what?
He didn't take no for an answer, that's for sure.
Did they invent consent back then? Like, why would they even do this? Like, he's an emperor, and it's like, I want to sleep with you. And it's like,
Dude,
what?
that's so weirdly morbid, right?
Dude,
To
that
think
is, like-
to think that your life is in the hands of like
Of
some
another
emperor,
man,
like
yeah.
another dude.
Consent got invented when Genghis Khan died.
People are, alright, I
No.
think someone has to put
No.
a stop on this guy. Like, how can we do that? Let's give women the power. I think I know how to do that.
The concept of just basic etiquette and needs. Okay, came after like horrible atrocities. Hey man, I think we should stop being horrible to women. It seems like a great idea right now. Oh, that's so stupid, but
That is
so
crazy.
weird.
It's like, I think Hitler prove to us why we shouldn't be doing mass genocide. I think we should not do that.
Or like every part of history is just being like, hey, I don't think that was a good idea.
You should do that. It's
That was not the best idea to do, man.
Mao Zedong didn't listen.
Who's the guy right now? South Korea.
Oh, North Korea. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Oh, the BTS.
I don't know. We're
Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, we're not gonna bring in that.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like most of history is just being like, that's not a good idea. I don't think we should do that.
After
Like,
someone
after like
do this for like maybe 20 years, 30 years, get a feel for it. Do a split test and then
listen, a longitudinal study on how horrible humanity is. Oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, like everything that we've had is just like failures that turn into successes in some sense. It's like just apparent failures. It's like, oh, we shouldn't do that anymore.
Let's elaborate on that, brother.
Let's elaborate on that. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point though. Like even science now, it's just like, oh, that didn't work. It's like that didn't work.
Maybe the 3 doesn't work. Let's try 4.
Yeah, most of like human theory is just like we'll like run with it for like 5 to 10 years, and then afterwards, like, hey, how's that thing going, by the way? And then it's like, oh, we've killed like 20,000 people. It's like, oh, that's yeah.
I think that's where we should stop. 19,999. Keep going.
Keep going. One more.
Yeah, let's stop.
Gotta stop. Just a little too much for my liking, I can deal with 19,900 people. 999 people's blood.
But
20,000?
You cannot go there.
Never. That's way too much for my liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's part of the human condition that we make so many mistakes, and then we're like, oh well, that doesn't work. We'll try the next one.
It's the tragedy of existence. Like you grow up, you just like, let me just make some mistakes, and then I'll learn from it, and then make some more mistakes, and keep learning from it. It just keeps repeating every single life cycle.
Yeah, anytime.
All you have, like, they grow up, they're like, oh, let me just try poisoning.
What do you mean if they grow up? You make a mistake and they grow up? What do you mean?
That as well, like yeah, let's do it, and then you just have a little version of you pop out and like, you know what? I don't think that was the best idea.
Yeah, even when
right here.
even when you see like older clips of like people saying like horribly random shit, like people getting like cancelled for like old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's gonna happen to us.
Yeah, this is the start of this. It's gonna happen.
When you're getting cancelled, like you're popular.
That's how you know you made it. Actually,
you made it. Like if people are like that, I just remembered something. So bodybuilding, like Mr. Olympia, like their proportions, like you've seen them, right?
Yeah, right.
So there was this guy in India, like they had like a local competition. He was like absolutely juiced up, yoked to the bone.
Yeah.
He blew the rest of the competition out the water.
Yeah, right.
And what they did was, the judges, they're like, yo, you gotta get off stage right now, buddy. You're too big.
Yeah.
They didn't say that. I think they did say that, like, you're too big. You cannot compete here. Cause like, so we're just gonna kick you out.
Yeah.
Like, not as
Super
like,
Saiyan Goku, exactly.
Yeah. And then, I think what they had was like a political or like some government agenda where like a family paid them like, all right, you're gonna make my son win this competition. Yeah. And nothing else happens. All right, keep it in mind. Like that's what one of the comments said, like a YouTube comment, best source on the internet.
Of course.
But yeah, mainly it was just they just kicked the guy out because it was too good.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what most of the comments are like. Yeah, that's how you know you made it in bodybuilding. That's too big. Because the rest of them look so bad, bro. Like they had no chance.
That's so sad. What the fuck?
But that's even bigger of a flex than actually just winning the competition.
They're winning the competition.
Like, oh yeah, by the way, I
got banned for something.
Too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so strange that you could be so good at something and they're like, nah, man, it's not fair for everybody else. It's like if one guy in football would just score like 10 goals and no one else would score any goal. Hey man, could you take a seat please and let someone else let someone else shoot the ball for once, dude. Stop shooting it from like the halfway line to get in. Just smash it in top bins every single time.
Happening to our cricket team. This guy has just been scoring hundreds for hundreds, and like we don't want him to go into like a different, like a higher comp, right? So what we're doing is like making him get out early, so
why
he plays for the rest of the season.
Oh my god!
Doesn't get regraded.
Oh my god, bro! How do you manage? Tell me.
So yeah, hopefully we win the comp with this tactic.
This is tactic. So you're gonna jeopardize the guy's experience.
His career doesn't matter.
Yeah, his bond doesn't matter. Nothing matters to him.
He wants to be part of this, so yeah, it's all about consent.
Okay, it's all about
consent.
Nice. Yeah, nice callback.
Thank God Genghis Khan died. Now you can win your cricket. Imagine if Genghis Khan was still alive. Your cricket would be shambles.
Yeah. And you would basically relate to everybody. The girl that you would like across the road is also your cousin. She's a long lost cousin.
I sacrificed my life for her.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. Like, you grow up with a cousin, like a family, and in Pakistan, and then they're like, by the way, you know you're gonna have kids with this woman. Right? Like, and the guy's like, oh, really?
Yeah,
no, I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm with
Like, how does they, like, how do you, what kind of logical steps
I have
do you take?
uncles and aunties who are like cousins, like first and second generation cousins. Like what the fuck? I got told a story by my mom and dad that that my uncle, his wife was like my auntie, her husband was related, like they were all related, like as in like she was in relation to her husband, her grandmother's brother's daughter, son. So that means like they're second generation cousins.
Grandmother's brother's daughter.
Son.
Okay.
Yeah, so that means the second generation.
Second
cousins.
removed or something like.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Or first removed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like it was like what the fuck, like that's the way that like the marriage system works. It's like, oh, I know someone that knows someone that has a son, you should marry that guy.
By the way, I'm related to them. Good luck with that.
Try not to have crazy birth defects and everything on your kid, bro. Make sure that kid's healthy, even though it has like one liver and like half a brain. Half a brain. He can barely see correctly. He's like, Mom, why do I see red? It's fine. Keep going.
I think one of my uncles, like when I first talked about it, like I was like, okay, so my uncle is marrying this girl.
Yeah,
who's
right.
her father? Because I know the like girl's father, like my auntie's father.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, so he is my grandpa's brother, right?
Yeah.
Like I went back to because like. I went back to my parents and I was like, yo, just let me make sure, like. So they're blood related brothers, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yes, they are. Why do you ask? Like, I was like, okay, I just wanted to know. I think I went back a second time as well, like a few months after, like, okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, they weren't like talking out of their ass or something. It's like,
yeah.
By the way, like, you remember when I asked, like, are they brothers? Are they still brothers?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, like they are.
Yeah. Why?
At that point, I was like, you can marry your cousin.
Yeah, it's such a strange thing, and
I was like, this whole time,
like and then also I just want to say, right, like, you know how it's a thing for like people to go everyone back then it's such a normal thing for everyone to marry their cousins. Yeah. Like it's still happening, like the royal family, like people like Queen Elizabeth like married I think Prince Philip or like. Yeah, Prince Philip, right? And then that guy was Queen Elizabeth's like cousin or something like that. Like, I think they're all cousin. They're all related to each other. It's like entire like, dude, their family tree isn't a tree. It's more like a web. It's like a web at this rate. It's just people just correlate to each other in some way. It's so fucked, dude. It boggles my mind that it's like, oh no, we have to keep it within the family, keep it royal blood. And then when the baby comes out, it comes out like crazy and like it has like again birth defects and like mental problems and disorders and like, oh my god, why do you have to send him to hospital like 7 times in like 3 days? I wonder why. Considering that you don't want to like expand your lineage.
With the amount of like inbreeding going on in the royal family, I haven't heard much about it. Either they're like, okay, this one didn't work out, let's just try again. Or they just keep it out of the public side.
Maybe.
Because you don't want like, okay, this sounds rude, but like you wouldn't want like a disabled person representing like
the royal family.
The royal family.
Yeah, I can see
if
that.
they actually can't like walk around or like create coherent thoughts.
Right? Do you think they do that? Do you think like they like abort like kids, like if they're like disabled, or like they like have like underground rings, like they hide pregnancies and stuff? Like, do you think that's like a thing that happens? Because I
don't see why not. Like,
I don't see why not either. If I was like in their position and if I had to like maintain a status, I could see that. The
state just matters more than like moralities.
Oh yeah, like no morality is in that like frame of mind and conscience. Like, dude, like just 200 years ago they were like, oh, India, oh my god, free jewels and diamonds, give it to us. Like, what the fuck? Like they had no concept or thought of just like, brown people are people. They're just like, oh, sick. There's like a jeweler over there. Let me just take some gold. Dude, those spices are amazing. It tastes so great. Can I just borrow everything and never give it back? Can I just deplete millions and trillions and like billions of dollars from your economy so that you can never ever get out of poverty? You can stay in that shithole. Yes! Dude, it's like a massive thing.
I don't know if that's a mastermind plan or they're like...
Low-key, goat colonization.
They're like, I know what they're going to do. They're going to become big. We have to put a stop to this.
Exactly, dude.
Take everything they have right now.
Yeah, just take everything right now.
Just leave like...
Nothing.
The gays.
Leave the gays.
Leave the gays.
Yeah, but it's insane. And then they were like, oh, you know what? Like, let's just fuck them. Who cares? We just keep them there. We just take everything for what they have. And then they brought it back just for it to be a shitty version of the original thing. It would be like you saying, oh, let me remake this movie, but on like a $5 budget. That's the best way I can say it.
Transformers in a $5 budget.
I need these special effects. Every single time it blows up, just like a guy just driving in a cutscene of just it's just blowing up.
Have you seen that TikTok? Like the green screen video of the car just exploding?
Yeah.
That would be every single scene.
Every single scene for like 3 hours.
Oh my god.
We have to make this movie back somehow. We'll just make it 3 hours. Oh, that's the best. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so weird how, again, like humans have like somehow created like morals after like shitty things. It's like, okay. Like, are we getting somewhere? Or are we just failing to get somewhere?
Have you seen those stories on YouTube? Like, it's kind of like a hypothetical. The whole channel is like kind of story videos.
Yeah, right.
Or, but like not like children's stories, like higher level.
Yeah,
that gets you thinking. And some of them, what they do is, this is their interpretation of what happens eventually. Like humans right now, we're like babies, right? Like we're still learning, and then eventually we're gonna evolve. Like one of the videos I saw is like you evolve into like a technology-based species. Like your whole body, like your consciousness is just like part of a machine.
Yeah.
Or like you are the machine.
Yeah.
And like there's consciousness in you, and then eventually, as time goes on, you keep learning about the universe, like all the laws of physics. You become even higher than that, like if you evolve into like planetary beings, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, basically, at the end, like they get to a level where they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
They still can't find meaning. Like.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I get that. I kind of get that.
I think the way they ended it was like they realized the meaning and everything was just like to keep it going, like
to keep it going,
just
to not think about it. Yeah, like an existential point. I can see that. I can see that point. It's like,
it doesn't have to be what really will happen, but those kind of channels, like I find that really interesting. It's like you can fall asleep to them. It's like how children fall asleep to like Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah.
What was the version?
You fall asleep to like some of the depressing thoughts.
Some of the most depressing thoughts, like
one day you'll die. One day.
There was this channel called
everyone that you know would pass away for the rest of eternity. You will never get to say anything. Never get to say thank you for all the nice things they've done.
Yeah. And then, by the way, follow my Patreon. Description.
Link in the description. Please subscribe.
Yeah. Those channels, I think. Those channels. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't be able to like think in a different way. Like even if not think, just. I appreciate those channels because they bring content in such a different view from like what I see around me.
Oh, right. Okay, right. Yeah, it's something different from the norm. I get that.
Different from the norm, plus like they explore ideas. I'm like, wow, that's actually like that's a crazy way to think about it.
Yeah.
That's probably because I haven't read enough books.
That's fine. That's normal.
But those channels are like my only escape from this bullshit called life, bro. I go to sleep, no meaning. But I've got this channel though. I've got a video lined up.
You have to escape the Matrix.
Escape the Matrix. Romania. Bangladesh.
Escape the Matrix to Romania.
Probably Romania is part of the Matrix. I think everyone is part of the Matrix. It's just what level you are.
What level? True. How far deep are you into the matrix?
Yeah, like you've got the people working 9 to 5, can't like living paycheck to paycheck, but then you've got these guys at the top, billions. This is
such a horrible way of thinking about life, though. It's just like you like.
We kind of brought this upon ourselves, not like
I agree
us ourselves, but as a species. So
I guess, but part of it is also just the way you look at it. It's not like you just live like day to day and be like, oh yes, I have to survive. But there's like some things that you just have to do for like enjoyment or fun, or like just take a holiday or some shit like that. Is that really not a thing for people? Like I've always like genuinely wondered, like what if like they see those videos of people who like buy a van and they just like decorate that van and they like just travel around the country. You know what I mean? Like are they somehow part of the matrix too? Is that their escape? Like are they just being like, fuck this, I can't work? Or like same thing with entertainers who just make music. Is that like a thing too? Yeah,
that's actually interesting. I didn't think about the guys in vans. Like
I think about that shit all the time. Like, do they not have any like legit job? Like, do they just save up and go, fuck this, I don't want to work anymore. I'm gonna take like a 2-year gap year.
Their food from like, who knows? They would have to be making some kind of income.
I was thinking they're breaking people's houses.
Getaway van.
Getaway van, yeah, right.
Honestly, they could. Like, I wouldn't even know. Like.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You open the fridge home and you're just like, what the fuck? where did the chicken go? Where did everything go?
Oh, man, they took away my chicken. Take away my money. Take away my bank. Don't take my protein away, man.
That's a protein, bro.
They take my protein powder away. Oh man, the Matrix. I'm gonna become the Matrix.
They take your creatine away.
They take your creatine. Oh, you've done it now. Take my family. Take my kids. Whatever.
Creatine costs so much. Holy shit.
There was a brand. I forgot what the name was. It's expensive. Like there was this one brand that they used to sell it for like way cheaper than what the other brands were doing. But I think 2 or 3 months ago they ran out of stock, and they're like, yeah, I think this company they're gonna start like bumping up the prices because they were selling it for like $24.
And how much is creatine normally at? Because I don't take it.
Because the normal version, like say this one, the one I have,
yeah,
this is like $36 or something, $39.
Oh,
they were selling it for like $24, $25.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It was crazy. Like how they were in business, I can't.
They're running at a loss.
Like, it's for the gains, guys.
For the gains.
It does not matter.
We're
before, like,
gains before profits.
Yeah.
Monetary gains. Gains before monetary gains. Muscle mass before I don't know. What's a funny thing you could say? I'm running out of ideas. But that's pretty interesting. That they. So what? They just stop the production, or they just bump up the prices? What are you trying
I haven't checked back in because like I still haven't run out of this. Like, I think the attendant of the store guy that's what he explained. It's like they were running at a loss, so like they had to restart their business model.
Yeah, right.
And then they probably bumped it up. I have to check if they're still like selling that as like at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss them, man. I think they had flavor as well. Yeah, they had flavor in it.
Yeah, exactly.
This one does not have flavor. I put it in my mouth. I feel like I'm putting in sand.
Really? So it's just like what, water and sand that you just drink?
Kinda. That's what it kind of feels like.
Oh, what the fuck?
But
doesn't have like a banana flavor. It's not even like G Fuel that you can like taste like, oh, strawberry banana, nice.
The other versions have like flavor, but this one it's just like pure creatine. That's it. They're like to the point. Like you want creatine, we'll give you creatine. That's it. That's all you get.
Random point by G Fuel. I remember KSI used to be sponsored by G Fuel, and now he's probably not anymore because of the Prime stuff.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I'll take your sponsorship money. By the way, I'm gonna use this to make my own.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna invest all the sponsorship money that you give me to make my own brand of drink.
Thank you. That's alpha. That's actually alpha.
That's such an alpha move. Holy shit! I was thinking about this recently, right? You know how like Logan Paul and KSI is so massive, and like. Mm-hmm. You think Charlie D'Amelio and like Dixie D'Amelio, like all like the TikTok stars are gonna be like how we see KSI and Logan Paul, like when they grow up?
Yeah.
Like you think that's how it's gonna work?
Nostalgia is like you remember things that were in the past with like a rose-colored lens.
Yeah.
Everything in the past is like, oh yeah, that was so much better back in the day.
Yeah, right.
So I think it probably might be something like the kids who are watching it now, because you know how kids, I think it was like the ages of like 10 to like 16 or like in that age range.
Yeah.
That's when you make most of your memories.
Yeah, right.
Like when you go into your adult life, that's what you remember the most.
Yeah, right.
So the kids watching Charlie and like Dixie, whoever's on.
Yeah.
They're gonna grow up. This is what I think. They're gonna grow up and then they're gonna look back with nostalgia and be like, yeah, man, I miss those days when they were big. Now we just have these retard like. You can have some new, like some other new TikTok stars.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, man, these retards going on. But bring back Charlie. Bring back.
Yeah.
Dixie.
Oh, right.
Like
right. Like the circle is gonna continue over
like,
and over again.
For now, if we watch random ass like Minecraft YouTubers who are like catering to kids, we're gonna be like, what is this cringe? Like, who's watching this?
Yeah, right.
But the kids, they're gonna be like, oh wow, I love this content. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna be like, oh man, I miss those days when like buttfucker 69 was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good point. That's a very good point.
That's what I think. Like, cause for me, like every time I go back to like the Minecraft soundtrack, mainly like it was a soundtrack. Like it comes up on my Spotify sometimes. And I'm like, holy bro, this brings back like the memories just flood in.
When you listen to like the Wii soundtrack as well, like
not for me, because I
like to me for me when like for anyone who just plays Wii.
You played Wii probably like when you were 12, 13. Prime age.
Holy shit, yeah, so
and
much.
Now you just look back, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I miss that. I want to kill myself right now and go back in time.
I think about that all the time. Like I think about how like when like you're scrolling through like your TikTok or like just on like social media and you hear like that Wii sound, it's like, oh my god.
Do you ever
like,
get emotional because of it?
I don't get emotional, but I get pretty like I think about that used to be that exact happiness. Like that used to be me at one stage of time. Like I remember thinking about like this.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, like I get emotional. Like it can't be like every single day. Like
of course. Yeah, you don't start crying when you listen to the Minecraft soundtrack.
If it's like 6 months, like from now, if I come back to it again, I'm like all the memories flood in again. I'm like holy, I miss this. Like I would get emotional.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I get that too.
Because I think it was my first proper game.
Yeah.
I played GTA before that. Whoa, don't count like. Mama,
out of all the games, bro.
I played like way too many. I probably played like 4 or 5 GTA before I played like normal game. You know God of War?
Yeah.
I played that like crazy.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
And it was just all blood and gore, just killing. And there's GTA. I just went out on the like streets killing people.
Yeah, right.
In the racing
I get that.
game, I was like, why can't I hit the NPCs? Like, because they don't build the NPCs like that.
Yeah, right. I get that.
So the racing games just piss me off. Give me GTA, I want to run over some shit right now. Yeah, and then Minecraft was like a whole different genre.
Yeah.
And I think I remember like I was begging my mom, please buy me the Minecraft.
Yeah.
The card, the activation code.
Yeah.
I still have it to this day. I just kept it as like a memorial. Like the price now is
collector's
crazy.
ticket.
It's like a collector's piece for me now. Like.
Oh, nice. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the amount of time I spent. You've played Minecraft, right?
I played a bit. I was never super into Minecraft though. That's the weird thing I've realized. Like I know all the kids, like you guys, and like anyone our age, to be honest.
The thing
like
is,
they were so much into Minecraft than I was.
Everyone around me were playing it, but I never played it with others. Like I just had like a personal kind of like attachment to it. Right,
yeah. Like, so you never let anyone into your world?
No, is it like I didn't let them? I just didn't have anyone to play with. So most of the time I was just in my own world, lonely, just like exploring. Now when I go back and like, I haven't gone back in a while, but like whenever I tried going in single player, it's the most depressing thing. Like I'm just the one person in this whole entire like infinite world. And that's all I have, just me. No one else to play with. Just it's empty. Like no other human thought. Like. It's kind of being like an incel, you know, like
I get that.
You're just sitting at home. No one ever asks you, like, no friends, no women. No
True. I get that.
Well, you got the soundtrack at least. You know?
The soundtrack, yeah. No, I've thought about that in the context, like to the original point of how I've like TikTok stars are getting super famous now. Like, dude, there's this TikTok.
How many followers is Charlie on? Or like.
Like 80 million, 90 million now, something like that. I think.
Crazy.
I don't know, but I mean, she got passed by Kabi Lane, that black dude.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's good to hear. I have no idea.
Why is that good to hear?
I'm not gonna comment that at all.
I'm not gonna comment about it. Like
No, but he's actually makes better content. Like I actually like that guy. I follow him because he's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to understand. It's like Tom and Jerry. Like there's no words. It's just like you have to watch the video. That's a very
Tom and Jerry is a very good.
Tom and Jerry, because it's so easy to like cut the bullshit. Like he doesn't have to like say anything to be funny. He just has to do it out loud.
It's good to see it once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, like what's it called? Like his physical comedy, like the style and genre that he does. It's so simple. It's like he doesn't have to say anything. He just does it. So it like transcends language barriers. So it makes sense. It's so effective to like get people to watch you if you think about it. That's why I kind of like I watched the video. I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Like there's a bit of genius to it. It's not like just being like renegade. Like, it's not like all of that. Like it's not like a dance video. Maybe you could like enjoy a dance video, but like there's something about like that style of like comedy to be funny.
It's different categories, man. Like TikToks for some of them, like for fun. Other TikToks. Other different categories. Yeah. Nothing.
For other fun.
Other categories.
Yeah.
Dude, half my friend group follows sends TikTok because of a woman.
Oh right, yeah. Like what people just have for you pages of their ass, of just ass shaking, of gym girls and just ass shaking. That's what it is.
That's a cope. I swear, so many gym bros are like, "Oh yeah, she's a gym girl, so it's fine."
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not like real.
I'm just following the leg
for gym
routine.
content. Like I'm following her for gym content.
Yeah. Yeah, I follow Lean Beef Patty because the gym content. Totally.
Yeah.
No. Everyone in that fucking follower section is bullshitting themselves. They're all lying. Everyone is lying to themselves.
Everyone is lying.
You wake up and look in the mirror every single day and lie to yourself that you're cool. Oh yeah, totally. No.
Have you seen that guy? He had a positive impact on his life. So he duetted with Lean Beef.
Yeah.
And then he lost. It's like.
Yes.
I can get one follower.
The guy who has like the ski mask. Yeah. The balaclava. That's what it is. Like he has a balaclava and he's like getting jacked. Doing Lean Beef Patty to like get like ripped or jacked or some shit. Yeah. I know what you mean.
There's one follower.
There's one guy.
One guy. I don't like the million.
And anyone who follows that one guy is doing a good job. Anyone who follows Lean Beef Patty directly and just lies to themselves, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I think people who just like follow it just to like tell themselves like, yeah, I'm just like a good job. Like I'm doing a good job. It's like when you donate something but you have no idea what the cause is. I'm like, yeah. I'm just
donate button.
Yeah.
Where did my money go, by the
way? Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, again, like social media has such a weird way of making people famous. Like okay, again, if Addison Rae were to be a politician like 20-30 years down the line, how many votes do you think she could realistically get?
Addison Rae. Okay, can you like give me some content? I know the name.
Men.
It'd be all dudes.
To be
yeah, man, she'd make a great president, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
I love her policies
politics,
on tax, abortion. Yeah, I mean, I'm pro-choice, dude. Yeah.
She's not even doing abortion. She's just doing random.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like no one knows what a political leaning is. It's like I'd vote for her. Yeah. I know her.
Yeah, I mean,
in a way, that's their currency.
If you wanted to, I reckon she would get votes. Like,
yeah, she get votes.
Always have like.
Realistically, that's what I'm saying. She would get votes. Like, but like, what's the number? Like, what's the realistic number I could think about? Because if Kanye West,
we'll see in the near future. Because there's going to be a few people like. Yeah. Donald Trump has already done it. There's going to be more people.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it been done before as well?
What do you mean? Before Trump?
Yeah, before Trump. Like,
I mean, Ronald Reagan was a TV star. He was on TV and he was president of the United States. Ronald Reagan, conservative president too. Like same thing, a Republican, kind of like Trump. Super controversial, kind of like Trump. I mean, it depends on who you ask on the left or right. Like, if you ask like Ben Shapiro, he's like, oh, he's the greatest president of all time, yada yada. But when you ask like a black person, like, dude, fuck that guy. That guy's a dickhead.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
Literally, it's just like the dynamic, like the sheer contrast of asking like a conservative dude to being like, oh, he was the greatest. He was like amazing values, traditional, amazing. Everything was great. And then you just ask like anyone like who's liberal, like, dude, that guy like spread cocaine and cried. That guy like destroyed communities. That guy just like separated people from their families. He was just a horrible person. It's just so funny to read it. like to read between the lines, like to stand in the middle and look at both sides and go, oh, okay, so this is what it's about. It's kind of funny. Like there's something about that to me. But yeah, like I mean, it's not the first time that people have used like their name and fame for like politics. Like Arnold, he became the governor of California. Dude, that guy couldn't speak English. Like that.
Arnold Schwartz. I can't see his last name.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So funny.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, like Arnold, same comparison. Wow. I'm saying like, yeah, with Arnold, like he was such a massive movie star. Like, he was such a massive movie star in like the 80s
Bro,
to 90s.
what do you know about politics? wait, what state was he for?
He ran for the governor of California and won. Yeah, and he fucking won.
What has he contributed to California?
I have little ideas because I don't follow American
get out of here. That's all he said. I know a solution to your problems. Get out of here.
Like he doubled the net worth of Hollywood, which is basically which is basically California. So like,
I mean, I guess, yeah. That's not. Did he actually? Is that a thing?
No, like Toby.
Bro, just made it up.
Wait, what?
Did you know back in 1985? Prophet Muhammad was like no to the gays. Like, that's basically what
Welcome to the podcast that we just talk random shit.
Just make it
just
up.
making it Just make it up.
Honestly,
no background information. Like, zero. Nothing. No research. Just going through there with the blindfold and just talk. Just talk, bro.
Man, and there's like people are gonna, I love these kids, they're so retarded. I love them. Or people are gonna, are they stupid? Or like, who gave them a camera and a mic?
Oh, that's so funny.
Honestly, if you make up random facts and just drop it in, like,
dude,
people would. I wonder how many people are gonna. Actually, wait. At 1 hour and 36 minutes, he was like, his penis is 3 centimeters. I think that's wrong. Like,
I wonder. Like, I mean, look, Tim Dillon, like, he's a comedian. He's like, if you say something with full confidence, no one will ever check you. It's like,
it's like wearing a safety, like, you know, the high-vis vest.
Yeah.
You can get into so many places.
Oh yeah, right. You could just wear like a fake.
Like, I'm security by that. Have like a thing on your hand, like a fake walkie-talkie from Amazon, $2. A
walkie-talkie and like a wallet, like a flip wallet.
Yeah.
Like a flip wallet is like, who are you for? I'm here for this.
Yeah, security. Just have a badge. Like,
just have a badge. Just walk around.
If you just have the physical badge, they're gonna he's probably knows anything.
I saw this TikTok sometime that this guy, he would go into restaurants with a clipboard, and then he would order food, and then he would open up his clipboard, and then he would like get a piece of paper, put it in, and he would write notes about the food. He's like, this is this, and the wait staff would notice, and they'd be like, oh, how are you doing today? Oh, it's so great to see you here. Oh, would you like this complimentary like exclusive dessert that's just for you, that's worth like $150? Would you like this bottle of champagne? And they like start like flooding this guy with like the nicest shit ever. Dude, it's so funny that you just pretend. All you have to do is just pretend to just know what you're doing, and people will like realize like, this guy is obviously important. No one takes a clipboard out in a fucking restaurant. Clearly he means something.
And you have to go by yourself. That's what his recommendation.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You can't go with a friend, which is kind of a bummer, but like,
yeah, fucking.
I mean, me time, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't be like, there's people who like go to like restaurants and like watch YouTube and like maybe eat your food and like that's it. Like you'd have to like sit there and pretend.
Yeah, you would have to look at the food. It's like, this food is foodie right now.
You'd have to like look up the plate, like, how's the presentation? Yeah. Like take out little parts and then mix the sauce in and then.
Like, have you seen the ice cream? The video of like this guy tasting ice cream.
No. What's it about?
It was kind of weird. Like, I guess weird and funny. Like, he takes like the tiniest scoop of ice cream. It's like the technique. You have to put it backwards in your mouth. Then does some gymnastics, and then like takes the tiniest bit and puts it in his mouth. You have to melt the flavor, the texture. I'm like, that's how you taste ice cream, bro. Just eat like a normal person.
What a good guy.
But
like Gary Vee has that video about him doing the wine.
Sales.
Yeah, the garage sale and the wine. Like he used to be a wine seller. Like he used to like run his parents like bottle shops and stuff. So he used to know how to taste wine. So like when you give him a glass of wine, he's like doing this like that. He's like doing all that, and he's like, it has sense of, and like he'll like do the whole like shenanigans of it.
It's so funny. And at the end, like it's just this is definitely wine.
This is good. This is good. This is like a 6 out of 10. This is like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, and then like he was on like Joe Rogan like ages ago, and Rogan's like, so how do you do that? And it's like, all you have to do is just drink wine and pretend that you know what you're doing. And it's like, what? yeah, something to that effect.
Look more fancy.
Yeah, he's just like, you just have to do it. Like you just have to like have an idea and like just copy people around you and just fucking do it.
Bonus
Even like this, it's like this.
Accent.
We don't know how to run a fucking podcast. We're just sitting here talking random shit for like fucking God knows how long. One day we'll know how to do this properly. One day.
Maybe not. Probably
maybe not. Maybe we'll just.
Honestly, at the rate this is going,
just
out.
Yeah, this guy making random quotes.
Oh, can you impart some quotations on us like right now? Go ahead.
I actually believed him, by the way.
2 million.
He doubled Hollywood. While Arnold was there in Governor, I had no idea what Arnold did.
It's unbelievable. It's like it's somewhat. I think I know how to craft like lies. Like it can't be way too hectic. It has to be like somewhat believable.
Yeah, right.
But to the point where it's like, oh, that's actually plausible, you know?
Yeah. It makes sense. Like it has to run with the timeline. It has to make sense with the timeline. Yeah. Like if the timeline and what you're saying like matches, that's all that matters.
Yeah, honestly,
it's like if this year this happened and people are like, oh, okay, and they just move on with it. Like no one's gonna be like, oh, but if you get the year wrong, if I say tomorrow yesterday Hitler did something, they'll be like, what the fuck? Like Hitler died like ages ago, you moron. But if I was like, oh, in 1944, Hitler.
Honestly, if you just say 1944, I wouldn't even think about. Is that
the
actual example?
Yeah,
is it even 1944?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, oh, Hitler loves apple strudel, and you'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's crazy. That's a weird fact. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah. Exactly. You just have to make the lie believable to the year, and I think you get away with anything. Genius ideas.